Good morning, students. Today we'll be continuing with Science 2, chapter number 8, Biotechnology. Like Green Revolution, we'll be learning about White Revolution. Green Revolution was related to agriculture, better quality of seeds and better production, and White Revolution is related to milk and milk products. The various parts of India are rich in milk and milk products. However, these products are not sufficient to meet the needs of regions which are very far away. Dr. Verghese Kurian proved through the cooperative movement and use of biotechnology that dairy cannot be allied, but it will be a mainstream business. He put the cooperative dairy movement of Anand, Gujarat at all-time high status. While achieving the self-sufficiency in dairy business, various experiments were performed for the quality control, better dairy products and their preservatives. Why people from all over the world are again preferring the local wild varieties? See, what is happening is when though we have many resources in India, but our country is a very big country geographically. There's a lot of people which are at different regions. So, in spite of having a lot of milk in throughout the country, it was not able to be properly distributed. So, Dr. Verghese Kurian started a movement which was later given the name as White Revolution. This is a little about Verghese Kurian. He was born on 26 November 1921 and died on 9 September 2012. He was a renowned Indian social entrepreneur and is best known as the father of the White Revolution for his idea Operation Flood, the world's largest, biggest agricultural development program. The operation took India from being a milk deficient nation to the largest milk producer in the world. That's why he is called as the father of White Revolution. Blue Revolution. Production of various useful aquatic organisms with the help of water is called as Blue Revolution. Farm ponds and fishes are very common in East Asian countries. We have already learned a little about pisciculture in the previous class. People are not only thinking of cultivating the fish and shrimp, that is small prawns and etc., but other aquatic plants and animals also. The government of India has tried to increase the production of by encouraging the people for pisciculture by launching the program Nil Kranti Mission 2016. 50% to 100% subsidies are offered in this case. What is the meaning of subsidies? Subsidies means certain benefits that the government gives if you are carrying out this kind of projects, tax benefits and things like that. Marine and freshwater fisheries possible on large scale. Freshwater fishes like rohu, katla and other fishery products like shrimp and lobsters have been cultured on large scale. When we learnt about pisciculture, we learnt about this. Freshwater means like river, ponds, etc. and marines means like oceans and all. So all kind of fishes can be used as well as exported. Not only fish, even their byproducts. For example, we have cod liver oil, things like that, fish oil and all. We also use the shells of lobsters and crabs and all as fertilizers. So there are a lot of extra things or extra you can say byproducts of the piscicultures which are helpful for the economy. That's the reason the government tries to help out with it. These are some of the achievements of this Blue Revolution as well as the future planning. Blue Revolution scheme tries to bring 42,632 hectares of land under aquaculture in both freshwater and saline water areas. India ranked second in the world for aquaculture production. Exported fish and fisheries products valued close to 46,589.37 crore in the year 2018 and 19. Means that much amount of fishes and etc. are being exported. Rupees 20,500 crore Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana is an extension of Kisan Credit Card scheme for the fisheries sector, so that people slowly take up pisciculture or aquaculture as a occupation as a source of economy, etc. So the government of India is trying to give a lot of boost and support to this blue revolution. This is to give you an idea about what are the different type of progress or revolutionary projects that the government of India has taken up. Green revolution we saw related to food grains and agriculture. White revolution, milk and milk products. Blue revolution, aquaculture, fish and other things. Yellow revolution, oil seeds. Golden revolution, fruits. Black revolution, petroleum. Silver revolution, eggs. Round revolution, potato. Red revolution, tomato, meat, etc. Grey revolution, fertilizer. Pink revolution, brown revolution, leather, etc. These are the different programs that the government tries to take up and see that those sectors are taken care of. Not only people working in those sectors, but at the same time for boosting economy. But now what is happening? Why are we learning this thing in our biotechnology and in science? Because in all this type of revolution, we are utilizing biotechnology. Biotechnology is being used to create better quality of seeds, better quality of, you can say the eggs of the fishes, things related to petroleum, things related to fish. So the impact of biotechnology is a lot in all these things. Use of fertilizers and insecticides. Two types of fertilizers are used in agriculture. One is organic manure and other is chemical fertilizer. We'll be learning little about later about organic manure. Water holding capacity of the soil improves with soil conservation due to the use of manure. The upper layer of the soil, essential in agriculture, is formed due to humus formation, that is the manure formation. Various essential elements like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, etc. can be available to crops due to earthworm and fungus and etc. In soilless farming, that is hydroponics, aquaponics, liquid chemical fertilizers are used. But we have to remember that more harmful effects of the chemical fertilizers. What happens is if we're using a lot of chemical fertilizer, the soil becomes saline and in long run it can become infertile. That's the reason we are trying to use a lot of organic manure and manure created with the help of biotechnology. Similarly, pesticides. Though the natural immunity of plants can prevent the infections, use of insecticide is not under control. Irrespective of the natural friends of farmers like frogs and insectivorous birds, pesticides are used on a large scale for increase in the production. Pesticides in fact is a type of poison. This poison enters the food web through water and food and its biomagnification occurs. Various pesticides like DDT, chloropyrifos, etc. have been proved to be dangerous. Again, that's the reason using of chemical as a fertilizer and as an insecticide is not a good idea. Though farmer uses them indiscriminately because they want to increase the production and the yield, but it is not good for the people who are eating it. Because if you're using, say suppose you're spraying an insecticide, imagine suppose it's an apple. If your the apple tree is being sprayed or the soil is, yeah, you're putting chemical fertilizer on the soil, what will happen? The roots will take it from the soil, it will prepare the food, and when we eat the fruit or the vegetable, indirectly we also land up getting the chemicals. That's the reason we need to reduce the use of chemical fertilizer and insecticide and try to create something which is maybe biodegradable or organic. That brings us to the topic of organic farming. So organic word means everything that is coming from the plants or the animals. It's natural. So nowadays we have been hearing a lot about organic farming and organic products. Organic products are being available and demand for them is ever increasing. What is the meaning of organic product? Organic product means it's a fruit or a vegetable where no chemicals are used. That means the fertilizer is organic, the pesticide is organic, the herbicide is organic. Chemical fertilizer and pesticide have been used on a large scale. This poisonous chemicals reaches the human body through the food and water, and their adverse harmful effects on human and environment can be seen very easily. Various problems like soil fertility and pest infestation has become serious. So as to overcome these problems, farmers are opting out or using organic farming method. It includes complete ban on chemical fertilizer and pesticide and use of local sturdy varieties to maintain a natural balance. It's a very good decision. Sometimes we also use things like vermicompost. Vermicompost is nothing but compost made by earthworms. Some pictures showing how organic farming is done using vermicompost, that is earthworms, green leaf manure, that is the natural manures made by leaf and etc. Crop rotation. Instead of using the same crop every year, growing the same crop, rotate the crop so that the soil becomes replenished by natural ingredients. Biological management, animal husbandry. For example, if you are having goat or pigs and etc. poultry, so their droppings also are natural manures, biofertilizer and using of natural manures. They all help in organic farming. Cultivation of medicinal plants. India has been gifted with a great biodiversity. Indian citizens have established the humble and strong relation with nature. We have a great tradition of Ayurveda and that cures the disease with the help of natural resources. During earlier days, medicinal plants were collected from the forest. But due to depletion in forest area, medicinal plants are becoming rare. Hence, medicinal plants are being cultivated. All of us, we know, like for example, neem. We use neem toothpaste, neem soaps, neem shampoos and etc. Then things like adulsa, which is good for cough. We use tulsi, we use turmeric, we use even ginger, mint, that is pudina. So many things that we are using as a medicinal plant. Some pictures of medicinal plants. Aloe vera, basil. Basil is tulsi. Rosemary is a herb. Lavender, lemon balm, peppermint, marigold. All these are some of the examples which can be used as a medicinal plant or has medicinal property. Even simple things like hibiscus, what we call it as jasmine, this also has a medicinal property which we may not be aware of. Food processing. We are daily using various products prepared from fruits. All are consuming the products like chocolate, juice, jam, jellies, etc. All of these products can be produced by processing on fruits. We saw in the previous chapter when we were learning more about use of microbiology. Fruits are perishable agro products. So it needs the processing in such a way that it can be used throughout the year. Fruit processing includes various methods ranging from storage in cold storage to drying, salting, airtight packaging, preparing murubbas, evaporating, etc. Like for example, mango. We know that we do not get mango throughout the year. So what do? We process it and make mango jams, mango pickles, mango that what they call is that papad kind of a thing. Then mango pulp, etc. Similarly with orange or things like even sauce we make from tomato. So there are a lot of things which are processed and they are kept so that they can be utilized throughout the year. That completes this chapter. In the next lesson, we will be discussing the question answers. Thank you.